for a hero just to be like off the map when he's dueling. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's like a big red flag. You know, this dude in front of him's gonna be like, oh, this guy's missing. You know, and that's when Shadow Fiend's gonna think, oh, this is the only way I can actually die to this gank.
Yeah, that is true. Is the game paused or something?
Nope, just started right now.
Oh, it just started. Okay, so it was just in the draft. So.
Yep, they just last picked Lifestealer.
Okay, so Lifestealer versus Brew ET. I'm not a huge fan of Lifestealer versus Brew, to be honest. Like, I think Brew actually does pretty well. I don't know. How do you feel about that as an offlaner? Like,
Brew can definitely do pretty well against the Lifestealer. It's just in team fights when Brewmaster doesn't actually do anything to Lifestealer. But it's weird because the Lifestealer's picked into Slark. Like, Lifestealer
that is weird.
Slark at all, but it is good into Invoker and the Elder Titan. So it's, you know, it's a bit weird, but I guess there is a lot of AoE to deal with the Slark. Like, Slark doesn't like playing against ET. Just the stop makes it so difficult to play fights. Shadow Fiend too, tons of AoE magic damage. But this is definitely a game that Slark can carry if he gets off to a really good start. I'm just worried about the Invoker. He did start Egg Swords, so he Sunstrike the Fountain. He's watching the enemy kill cogs forever. You know,
did they screw it up? No, they didn't. They got it.
No, they're doing great.
They got
3 for 3. You know, when I first saw this strategy come out, I thought that teams would like smoking to Shadow Fiend level 1. You know, like ruin their their strategy. But it takes so much effort.
It does. It's like not worth the investment, to be honest. A lot of the time.
It's also so hard to gank mid currently with the way the towers are structured and how
like,
large the high ground is.
Dude, I did
you just actually can't get around.
I did a video about that like very recently, like a week ago. Things got like 50K views or something because, dude, everybody like there's so many people in the comments like, oh, roaming is still good, it's so good. But it's like, dude, you can be good at roaming and want to roam, and that's cool, but it sucks. Like,
it's so hard to make the gank work, especially during daytime when they can see you like coming from a mile away.
Yeah, and it's like you literally can't even smoke past the tower because of the range. You cannot smoke past mid. That is terrible, man. That is so terrible.
You just break at this really awkward point where the enemy mid laner just walks away if they have any sort of reaction time.
You just walk up the river. So whatever.
Where did these where can people find these videos, by the way?
Oh, that's at the Dota Alchemy YouTube channel. If you want to go ahead and check that out. Yeah,
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, go ahead and check that one out. DotaAlchemy.com, people.
I'll make sure to subscribe as well.
Hell yeah, we're doing good. We got some subs going on. It's like we're Subway except without the
Oh, don't do it.
I can't do it. I wish I could.
With that Jared.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say something a lot worse. I wasn't gonna say his name. I'm just gotta stay away from the dark humor, you know, when you're just doing a Dota cast.
It's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope for sure.
This is no Banana Slam Jam stream.
It is not. It is not. It was a slippery slope for Jared. It's a slippery slope for us, you know.
Oh boy.
That's all. That was pretty tame. That's all I'll say. But lanes shaping up. Let's see. Mid lane. Shadow Fiend, 4 last hits. Invoker has 2. He's not doing bad. Invoker's going to get double raised. No, he doesn't go for the 3rd raise.
Reserved on the raises.
Yeah, a little bit reserved. Top lane, Brew, Crystal Maiden. That's an interesting dual lane, isn't it?
Yeah, Crystal Maiden. When was the last time we've seen this hero?
I like this hero, man. I think she's good. 135 damage on the Crystal Nova. Arcane Aura gives so much mana to herself. Like if she gets
talking about that to my the 10 in-client viewers as well. Like with the changes to intelligence, right? Everyone gets so much more regen out of the Arcane Aura.
Oh hell yeah!
Especially Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, that is true. It scales into the late game so tremendously well. Also, she got the 14% mana loss reduction is also something relatively new. This clock is not looking too good, but Brew's also getting hella kited. Clock is one charge.
He's okay.
Ooh, that was a small last hit. Or a small, okay, Crystal Nova coming out. Although SF kills the Invoker while he is Sunstriking top. That is hilarious. Oh, no. That is hilarious.
I saw him Sunstrike top lane, and then he died mid lane. I'm like, uh-oh, that must have gotten him killed.
Dude, I've seen that happen so many times in pubs. Are you kidding
me? Now SF is a full level over Invoker, and he still is like going to keep on growing with the soul damage.
Yeah, that is quite the lead. He's just gonna chomp on these Forge Spirits here. I think he's gonna. Yeah, a couple hits. That's the last hit right there, and a soul. 38 gold. That's a lot of gold to give to the SF.
And he gets a regen too.
Oh my god, it was still there from the start. Are you kidding me?
Oh boy.
Beast is doing really well in this game too. Actually, just destroying this Slark in this safe lane with the Elder Titan, who has. Ooh, that is a dead Clockwork.
Okay, so this is a Sunstrike kill for Invoker. That's how you get back in the game.
Yeah, that's something. That is something. He does get the experience only if he gets the kill, so that is pretty nice that he actually picks up that kill. That'll help him versus the SF. See, the Invoker does decent damage against the SF, but maybe like if he can get the Cold Snap and Forge Spirit off, but maybe not with this sort of deficit. Oh, SF misses the double raise. That was almost a double. Would have been a lot better.
This deficit is really bad for Invoker. Like if Invoker gets ahead, Cold Snapping the SF and just hitting him actually does a lot. Like he can't.
Oh, he almost died. But he has a Fairy Fire. That was a good Fairy Fire usage, but you're at 0 HP against an SF right now, my friend.
That's correct. Let's talk about this bottom lane, why Beastmaster's having such a good lane phase. Like, usually you think ET really strong in these lanes, especially against a melee hero like Beastmaster. You just run at him with the Astral Spirit. But you can't trade with Windrunner at all. You just use the Windrun when he stacks up the damage, and you just keep on hitting him.
No, that is true.
Beastmaster's like 1v1ing the Stark, and Beastmaster has 10 damage over him. He can just sit there, chuck axes at him, and just bully him constantly. Like, Beastmaster's full mana with 2 mangoes. Like, he still has a ton of mana left to use.
I honestly kind of like... I see a lot of people doing this thing where people are understanding the Beastmaster lane, and they're kind of, like, staying back behind the creep wave without... People are basically using axes a lot less and going less mangoes. Like, it's kind of people have adapted to the fact that they know how Beastmaster is going to function. And on the mid lane, actually, let's see what's happening here. There's a lot of faces on the mid lane. Holy crap, this is a Tri-V2 lane. Okay, top lane Nakes versus... Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, I see a lot of Beastmasters just whacking people. Like, they'll axe maybe once, but then just right-click the shit out of people. And they won't necessarily spam out axes as much as people did at the start of the patch. It's kind of like faking it just to get lane dominance. And then the moment the person that you're laning against plays defensive, you just allow them to play defensive. And just do exactly what Beast is doing right now, which is you hit him, but you don't necessarily spam axes. Okay, maybe he used it there, but... I mean, that's good harass, because he had the stacks on him, but... I'm just seeing axes used a lot less. This Crystal Maiden looks really dead, because that's a level 3 Clockwork, so... Yeah, that's a Sunstrike. Ooh, that is rough, but the Nakes actually walks up and gets the last hit, so that's actually probably better. Nakes is getting huge. Beastmaster on the bot lane, going the Elder Titan. Windranger misses the power shot. That might have been a kill if she did not. Maybe it still is. Crystal Maiden TP's in. Beast, is he going to go for the axes?
Pounce up in 5. Oh boy, that sounds so sad, doesn't it? Pounce up in 5.
5. Goddamn. What is the cooldown on that ability? 20 seconds. Good God.
Yep.
Oh, he's got the pounce in 5 seconds. He's going to pounce in 5 seconds. I think is Seam actually going to solo kill this Beast right now? Ooh, he dodges the Sunstrike. That's a nice dodge.
There's a Crystal.
Good shackle. Nice good shackle. Lots of good plays here.
2 seconds.
Brew getting solo or getting killed by the.
Yep.
Clock is just so good against the Brewmaster hero. Can't do anything to Clock.
Is Brewmaster alive? He's rolling on his barrel.
He is rolling.
Yep. Lifestealer is not in range to use open wounds anymore because he auto attacked him. Like, look at the range on the skill. The circle's not even like halfway there.
He is going to Shrine, although Clock does have Battery Assault. He is still taunting, but it got interrupted. Oh my god, because of that goddamn Q, he's actually going to survive. Oh, he walked back into it. He walked back into it. And he is still rolling on that barrel. He just made so much space, actually.
Rolling on that barrel just made him faster.
It really did. That was a value taunt right there.
Yep, we got a smoke mid. Finally, they're going to try to kill the Shadow Fiend.
Oh, that's an easy kill. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I was speaking way too soon. He's actually going to kill the Crystal Maiden and the Elder Titan. God. What in God's name just happened? That was so close to being... The Invoker is just level 5, so that Sunstrike did no damage. Did it miss?
No. The SF just had the largest stick available. He had a 20 on that.
And he just does no damage because he's level 5 on Invoker. And that Clock is actually just feeding. But for an Invoker kill, that's definitely worth it. That's definitely worth it. That's a Beastmaster TPing mid on the Siege unit too, so that's a lot of damage because the Siege unit gets the Inner Beast. So that's a good efficiency play right there, because look at the damage on that. 600 damage. 700 almost.
It's always little things, right?
It really is. If you
that's
watch,
what we like to see.
if you watch like VP, it's like literally every single movement they make is actually around something like that. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but they actually do that. Like anytime they go gank a lane, they'll push out the lane that they were in first, and they'll get back to that lane after the gank without losing a single creep. It's like it's shit like that that's so like slight advantages here and there, and then all of a sudden it amounts to like a 3k gold lead when the game should have been even, and then they take a fight and win. God. Did Brew just kill that courier? Are you kidding me?
Look where he is. He made the marathon run behind the tower, snipes the courier, and now he's rolling on his barrel.
Rolling around. This is some space, though, man. That's like for sure. Oh my god, is he gonna get the kill? He actually is gonna get the kill. What? He kills the courier, kills the clockwork, almost gets the invoker a sunstrike kill.
This is like the ultimate, like, I don't know what you want to call it, but this is like the ultimate swag play. You know, he runs all the way back in, snipes the courier with a crit, kills the clockwork, and now he's just farming enemy jungle.
Dude, March is actually a god. Like this is some good offlaning right here. This is some solid offlaning. This is exactly what you want your offlaner to do. Like he's got an Elder Titan that's just farming top too. Elder Titan just getting some nice experience up there. What a joke. That was such a ridiculous series of events. Invoker is sunstriking for range creep last hits. That is how rough this lane is for him. He has 17 last hits. He's getting tripled in CS. If you include the denies, he's getting like quadrupled or quintupled in CS.
Oh, what's the 6?
Septup, is that 7? Sextupled. He's getting sextupled. I like saying sex, so we'll say he got sextupled, and I like saying it, but I don't like doing it because
it's yucky.
It's yucky. It's cooties. March getting gone on top. He's got the Beastmaster coming out on top. Oh my god. Okay, if he somehow survives this, he's a god, but I don't know how he survives this. This isn't like before. Oh my god, is he gonna get the kill?
Oh,
Invoker's level 5, so level 6, sorry. Dude, if he got the kill on that Nags, that would be huge.
Invoker's level 6 to Shadow Fiend's 10. If he just had one more level, he would have gotten that kill.
He would have gotten like 3 kills with those Sunstrikes. They would have killed the SF if he was one higher level, but
it's just so sad.
It's been way too rough in this mid lane situation that's going on here.
And it's a 3k gold lead at 10 minutes. This is absolutely ridiculous.
It's like all the SF.
Yeah. Slark has a full Shadow Blade away from his Shadow Blade, but once he picks up Shadow Blade, he can actually make some moves on the map.
Yeah.
That's what he's looking forward to. So when that happens, they're good to go.
Have you seen this thing that people do with Slark, where they get the supports to buy the Slark sentries, and then Slark like walks around dewarding because the wards give much. The wards give so much gold and experience now that it's actually worth it to just do this.
Yep, it's real nice. It also like saves you the problem of having to like ping out every time, you know? You just find it yourself.
Yeah, that too. But it's like on a carry, it's actually worth it to buy your own D-wards because it gives you so much gold now with the buff. Looks like Clock and Beast looking to go in the mid lane, but Brew is sitting there. He's protecting his Invoker, who's level 6. Brew has been like a 1v2 scenario, and he's level 7. Invoker is level 6 because this SF is so tremendously huge. Brew's doing a really good job in this game, actually, scouting out this smoke. Crystal Maiden gets gone on, but I don't know if you care too much about this, where CM takes the smoke gank. Beast is in. He has Roar. He uses it on the Invoker. SF comes in. He's just going to 2-hit him.
It's a 2-shot.
Ulti from SF. Ulti from Brew as well, though. Slark uses the Dark Pact ulti. Nice Earth Splitter. SF is definitely dead at this point. That's a lot of gold going their way. Brew ulti's still going off, although it's going to end soon. Clock is level 5. If he gets stunned by that Panda, he would be dead, but he did not. He did not get in range because those creeps were blocking him. That is unfortunate.
All right, well, that's a gigantic kill. All right, they take out the
network leader. That was so close to being dank.
Darn.
Catch him at the shrine, but Clock actually just decided he's going to walk back to base instead of shrine. So I can understand why he went for that play. iLogic getting that ill logic getting that bottom tower. Is that
is iLogic.
Is that a capital I? iLogic getting the bottom tower. Nah, dude, this is capital I, man.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we could check that out.
Oh, wait, no, you're not. You're wrong.
No, it's an L. It's an L. I was just making things up.
You got it good there.
Dude, I nailed you. I nailed you, bro. You got slammed. Anyway, Invoker, level 7. SF. Level 11. Almost 12.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, dude, that's a convenience store. I know that. I'm a Canadian.
Nice.
Thanks, man. Where are you from?
Not Canada.
Oh. Disappointed me for the last time.
You're so up to date for a Canadian.
I know what 7-Eleven is. I've actually that's about it. That's all I know. That's enough though to survive in America.
You know what Walmart is?
Anyway, Elder Titan gets killed on the mid lane. SF is a huge problem. This is one of those like snowballing SF games where you're like, okay, how do we deal with this SF? But Beast and Nakes are also problems. Let's see. Entire team of EVOS coming up to the top lane. Crystal Maiden is super caught out, and there's nothing she can do. That is a free kill for SF. More souls, although he has 36 of them already. Half of them coming from Forged Spirits. Half of them coming from the Cogs. So he's feeling pretty good. He's been hugging some faces in this game.
That's right.
Let's see.
Oh man, this game is just so grim. Like Brewmaster, he desperately needs Blink, but he has no space to actually farm it right. He's just sitting here watching his towers die. ET can kind of like slowly outpush, but not really, because you know, they just walk behind the tower. It doesn't really matter. Invoker, he has no boots, just rushing the hand of Midas because he desperately needs it.
No boots. What a world. What a life.
It's a sad life.
Oh man, they've taken 2 of the tier 1s too. Like the mid tier 1 and the bottom tier 1 are so easy to take, and now it's just this top tier 1 that they're setting up for. And they have the ward too. They have a nice ward and a sentry there, so it's, I mean, they have the Elder Titan. It's a pretty good hero to defend with, but I think if they take any sort of fight, they just lose it because of the gold deficit. How strong this SF is, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, that is a Brew getting initiated on. If he gets the ulti off, it's really bad. For EVOS, he cannot get it off because there's a clockwork on top of him. That is a hard counter there, friends. Oh, he gets it off! He gets it off because the creeps!
Oh, boy.
And SF is ulting right on top of the Earth Splitter. SF is actually going to die here, maybe. Crystal Maiden dies. That makes sense. That's what that hero does. SF dies, though. Elder Titan getting the kill. That was really unfortunate creep timing. That's a Sunstrike. Misses ever so slightly. Brewmaster gets gone on. I think he's going to die. Does not have a blink to get out of this. Clockwork uses his battery assault. Easy kill. Unfortunately, they trade the SF for it, so that's not good at all. I mean, that is bad.
That is super bad. SF just died twice.
And Slark takes the bottom tower.
Yeah, this is very good from... Oh, and he gets the bounty rune too. Not bad, not bad.
He has the ulti. He has Pounce Up in 1 second. Can he get this beast? This would be a huge kill. He doesn't know who to go for, the Windranger or the Beastmaster.
He's got 2 NGC targets to choose from. He doesn't know where to go.
He does. He's like a... It's like... Well, I was going to say he's like a fish, but I don't think fish actually go and try to kill people, so... He's not like a fish at all, to be completely honest with you, but... He definitely could decide between targets, that's for sure. Look at this Nakes. Right. He doesn't have to care about anything, because he's got that rage. There's nothing that really deals with the rage of this game, other than like the Slark steal. It's so funny that he infested this creep too, because this is actually going to push his wave. Like, they actually have to defend this now, because that kills the entire wave and the siege wave. Brewmaster gets gone on. There's nothing he can do because that's Clockwork. There are no creeps this time to save him. Slark has the Shadow Blade, though. They're looking to potentially fight this with the Slark Shadow Blade, although he just goes back and says, screw it, I'm going to go farm. Draws a...
You know, with the Shadow Blade, he can't actually go on anyone. You know what I mean? Like, he can't kill anyone. He can set up, like, an ET combo or something, but that's about it.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean... he's not, like, fight ready. You know, he's good for split pushing and catching heroes on the map, but in team fights, it's... Not going to cut it yet.
When do you think he'll be fight ready? Because he's going for a Lincoln Sphere. I kind of feel like he needs like an Echo Saber in this game to be fight ready.
Feels like the game's going to progress so quickly that this Lincoln Sphere might not do enough.
Yeah,
or he's going to get it like too late, right?
Yeah.
Because, oh, nice kill from Roshan's probably next on the table for them, right? Beastmaster, Shadow Fiend, Medallion also. It's going to die super, super fast.
Yeah, that's an easy Roshan. Windranger with the Focus Fire, although he has Mana Boots, so who cares? But he does have a Blightstone. That's something.
That is something.
That's a value item right there.
It's not even corruption. It's lesser corruption on the Blightstone.
Yeah, it's kind of rude. Why don't they just say corruption and then major corruption, you know? It's like the Canadian government versus the American government.
It is true, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, SF is definitely dead right now, though. Brewmaster uses the split. He does not want this SF kill to be lost, so he uses the split, committing the split, but definitely worth it for the SF. He's the big boy. In a lot of games, it can kind of feel like throws up the Beastmaster, kind of being annoying. In a lot of games, it feels like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have wasted split there, but at the end of the day, there's so many games where you don't use it, and then he gets away, and then it's like, okay, we just lost the strongest hero on the enemy team. And Brewer tried to TP out in the trees, but there's a Clockwork. That's a hard counter. He's going to die. He tries to walk into the tower just to be a dick. Gets the stomp off. Beast gets the kill.
You have to commit the split for that, right? Because
yeah.
if you don't get that kill, you're going to kick yourself for...
Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. A couple lost fights to that SF not killing him like that, and they lose the game. So you definitely need to split. And they got a lot of gold for it. The 2K gold swing. So
yeah, well, that's very important. Stark's still farming too. He's growing.
He is a growing boy.
Game, exactly. He started this game off a tiny little fish. He's growing up.
Yeah. Tadpoles turn into a frog right in front of our eyes. Oh wait, that's not a fish. Amphibians. Oh, that is a solo kill. Oh, he has a Desolator on Nyx. He's actually very, very strong. He's gonna hit quite hard on this hero.
Yep, this is Roche time.
That is to say the
least.
You
have Lightstealer. You can keep everyone healthy with open wounds. You have Desolator, Blightstone, and Medallion.
No Crystal Maiden. She's really strong. May as well take the fight without. I'm just kidding. She's not strong at all. But anyway, in any case,
that's the window.
They're strong enough. There's a Clockwork though. Clockwork is okay. Actually, that's what am I talking about? That's on EVOS. Slark actually kills the Beastmaster. He has to use the ulti though and the Shadow Blade. Shackle barely misses. Almost hit the Elder Titan. They left Roche at half HP, but I think they're okay with trading just the Beastmaster there because they were kind of low, and it is quite questionable fighting into the Roche pit around the Elder Titan on the enemy team. So.
Oh yeah, it's so hard to take any sort of fight around the Roche pit into ET. Just that's how you lose the game.
Yeah, that is. It's like why bother?
Yep. When you're this far ahead, you definitely don't want to fight the enemy in their strongest available position, and that would be the Roche pit. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Good on them to back on up.
Clock and Lifestealer Infest Bomb going on. He TP's top. Do you think they kill the Slark with this Infest? I guess if Beastmaster has a Shadow Blade, which he does. And you were saying Shadow Blade roar him out of the Shadow Blade, and that's literally about to happen right now. He is about to die. He's gonna wait for the next. Ooh, that is. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Although he did leap, but he used the ulti. Can he TP out?
He can TP.
He can. Oh, that was interesting. I like the.
That was very nice.
I like the Beastmaster roar on the creep there, even though it actually didn't cancel it. He just died to the
damage.
The ulti wasn't long enough. But I do like that play. I think that's really cool. Does it stun the?
It pushes you, so it cancels TPs.
Oh, so it cancels TPs. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Huh?
It's weird because like nobody ever does that, so you don't really know if it's gonna like. How does it aim? You know, is it from the Beastmaster to the creep? Is it like just an AoE? Is it also like? I don't know either.
Nobody uses that mechanic actually at all. Like
exactly,
nobody intentionally uses that mechanic. It's kind of like people forget about it because people just use it as a single target stun. That's it. Not the fact that it actually isolates a single target.
You know, when Lil was on VP and he always played Spirit Breaker, people would like get Yules and he would walk next to the target that was Yules, and then he would like charge a creep next to them or like across the map so that the charge would hit like instantly, so they couldn't do anything at all.
Yeah, that's good.
It's kind of like there's like all these different mechanics you can use with people with these abilities, you know, that just aren't as common, but they do work.
Yeah.
Those are.
It's like what differentiates amazing players from players that are just good with a particular hero.
Right. You know, the only thing about the aiming on Primal Roar is it says shout with 300. How does this work? You know, does it hit around him as well?
Isn't it a cone? Like what? How does that? Like that's a max width. That's like the total. Ooh, that is an Invoker in the trees, trying to be subtle. Not so subtle. He's dead in 2 hits. Rough. That is a rough life.
Sad life.
There's a lot of Infest Bombs for this Nakes. Like SF was a problem, but now Nakes is actually kind of being a bit of an issue in this game. The Infest Bombs.
Beastmaster too, with the Shadow Blade Medallion, he does a lot of damage.
People aren't really. This is something you don't see anymore on Nakes. Like people go for that Radiant stuff, and you know it's good. I definitely think it's good, but you rarely see these Infest Bombs. But this is exactly what made Nakes like scary in the previous patches. Was that this would happen where you're running around, you're trying to split push, and you're just basically giving away free core kills because they can kill literally anybody, no matter who it is on this enemy team. They can kill them because the Infest Bomb is that strong.
Yep. Everyone dies just in any disable, whether it's Clockwork or Beastmaster, they're just gonna die.
Yep. Oh, this Elder Titan. There's an X running right at him. Skedaddle, get out of there. Does he have a 4-stick? He does have a 4-stick. He is fine. That is a good 4-staff purchase. Can respect that item choice. that was an NA Dota support, he'd have like an Atos or like a Yules or something stupid like that.
That's right. He'd be halfway to his Atos, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I'm gonna Atos the enemy team and be the star of the show instead of like.
Can't wait to carry.
Yeah, I want me to carry so hard. Great, dude. You have an Atos. This guy does not though. Brian T's got the. That is a primal split. They can't quite get. I think he just rages. Yeah, Nake's just rages, turns around, goes on the Invoker. Nice Sunstrike, but it doesn't matter because he just gets chomped down. Brewmaster Illusion's getting focused. Crystal Maiden using the ulti. Nice ulti from Crystal Maiden, kills the Nakes, but the SF just pops his BKB and blows her up. That is 3 dead for the side of Geek Squad. GeekFam. Geek Squad is, what are they? They're the people who are
at Best Buy.
Best Buy, right. Right. This is not them, although, you know, gamers are pretty good with computers for the most part, so I imagine these guys could probably.
Yeah, but they don't work at Best Buy.
That is true.
Yet.
That is true. Maybe if they lose this game, they will. They will have to go do that. But
that was so sad. The live store was trying to run the Shadow Fiend to infest him, but he just didn't make it. He was so close.
Can you infest a BKB at SF if he's on your team?
Yeah. You can.
Okay, so that was just unfortunate. He couldn't get in range. Where's the Sunstrike at? Ooh, almost got the clock actually. These have been really nice Sunstrikes, like slightly off the mark, but like he's very good at predicting where people are going to be on the map. Also, he's very low level, so they do no damage.
Well, it's maxed now, but yeah.
Well, now it's maxed, but it's like 24 minutes into the game when you would expect like he would have maxed out maybe, I don't know, 18 minutes or something if you're Quas Exhort. Although he's actually caught up decently with the Midas.
The Midas definitely helps, but he's still 4 levels behind the Shadow Fiend. At level 14 is not where you want to be at 24 minutes in the game on your.
Oh yeah, you want to be equal. You want to be that guy that's running around like killing people, a threat on the map, but he's not a threat at all. He's just dying in every fight.
Oh, up top, Slark, he's dead.
Oh, I missed that kill. Damn. I should really be following the infest because that is where all the action is going to be happening. SF is kind of taking on the farming role now, and Beast and the Lifesteal are just killing everybody, which makes sense. He's going for Butterfly next, so he's really going for like the hard carry sort of right-click style of SF. Presence Aura affects buildings. Have you ever seen anybody get that?
No.
That seems kind of useless. Like they have 19 armor in the first place, so you're reducing. Oh, poor Crystal Maiden. I'm so sorry for your loss, Crystal Maiden. And by that I mean I'm so sorry for your loss, Clockwork. Oh wow, I'm so sorry for your loss, Crystal Maiden. Actually, she's dead. Can he turn? Okay. Well, that was a sweet hook. Uses the creeps. Good. Thank goodness that the SF didn't farm that camp. That's happened to me once or twice. You go to hook a camp and it's like some bastard already farmed it. It's always a ripping pepperonis right there. On the top lane, Nakes is split pushing. He can feel so safe doing this though because he has the rage.
And there's no BKB locked at all, so he just runs in, dies, forces DPs, and then just walks out. Doesn't care at all. You know, the SF, if he gets the talent, the Presence Aura affects buildings with the -5 Presence Aura armor talent at 25.
Oh.
That's -11 armor to a tower. Is that significant?
No.
Probably not.
No, probably not.
Dude, 40% cooldown reduction when you have things like BKB, latent.
It's insane, man. It's insane. Dude, have you seen like...
Yep.
Have you seen like Sheepstick and
oh, yeah.
What's it called? Like E-Blade, yeah, dude. I swear to God, I've seen people like you just sheepstick E-Blade and then ult right on top of them, and it does like 12,000 damage, and then triple raise with the raise damage increase, and it's just it kills anybody from full HP, and that's off cooldown like 30 seconds later. That full combo, it's insane.
Oh yeah.
But in any case, he went for the damage. He went for the 2 damage per soul, which is typically what people do when they go for this like butterfly Sasha Yasha build. So.
Right. It's still a right-click build, but cooldown reduction is still really good, especially when you have items like BKB. So.
Yeah, for sure. Cooldown reduction. It's so much. It's just so much. Like
it's 40.
It is 40, and then it's like, I don't know, minus. It's just -5 armor. You know what I mean? If that was like a 5 armor talent at level 25 or level 25, yeah, would you like consider it at all? If it was just a 5 armor, like why does the minus on it seem so? I guess because it's AoE, but so it's kind of like a bit of an assault cuirass, sort of. But I don't know. It seems a little lackluster. Nakes gets gone on, but he just pops the rage. Earth Splitter coming out, but hits nobody. So that's Earth Splitter down for 95 seconds. He does not have that talent yet, not even close to the level 25 talent, so that is a long cooldown on that ability. And that has been doing a lot in these fights, the Earth Splitter. It doesn't seem so significant in a lot of games, but in this one it for sure is. I think people are using it a lot better too on Elder Titan. Like, you used to not see that ability get used a lot, but now it's like, you fight around the Earth Splitter.
Oh yeah, it destroys fights if you could land it properly.
Yeah, and with the Echo Stomp, the way that it like doesn't wake people up now, if they take damage, it's way easier to hit with the Earth Splitter. So SF just hits that building. Too bad he doesn't have the presence or affects buildings, because he'd be doing way more damage.
it just sounds it just sounds so dumb, but I don't know, if you had that with Deso and like,
I mean, you'd be melting buildings, but then you wouldn't have 30 movement speed, which is pretty insane.
It adds up, especially when you're in agility here with drums and Sanj and Yasha. It does make a big difference, right?
Butterfly.
Like SF has 502 move speed, right? On a range hero in team fights, that's insane.
Yeah. He can certainly use it too. Like, he flash farms so quickly, so he split pushes a lot. So it's not like he's a hero that, like, Nature's Prophet has a movement speed talent. It's like, well, who cares? Ooh, that's a nice sleep on SF. But they don't have an Earth Splitter, so he is going to lose his Aegis.
Oh,
Brew goes in. When he comes down? Oh my god, that would have been insane. But you can BKB because that's how it works with the tornado. Invoker gets gone on. Brew uses the split. That was so close to being amazing, but unfortunately BKB has that window. Crystal Maiden gets killed. Brew is almost dead, but SF is... Oh, Slark cannot get past those cogs. And he is beating the...
tank the pounce for him.
Yeah, that's a good play. Oh, nice shackle. Wow, what a goddamn shackle on the Slark, too. Triple kill for the Nakes, and Brew dies as well. No ulti to save him, and the Slark buys back. He's hitting the clockwork, but it doesn't do much because that's 5v2, man. Dude, what a pounce block, actually. The SF was so close to dying so many times in that fight. That is insane. What a timing on that, on engaging there, but it's unfortunate because the way BKB works, the way disables work against BKB is BKB can be cast. The same thing with the Nyx Carapace. If you tornado, if you know, Astral Imprisonment, same thing. You can Carapace at the end of an Astral Imprisonment. You can Carapace at the end. You can BKB at the end of a tornado because it actually has a fraction of a second before the damage goes on it. And the same thing goes for, like, if you stun somebody and they BKB, there's actually a 0.1 second interval where you can BKB at the start of that stun. Like, there's a very specific... BKB has very specific conditions on it, which makes it a really good item, obviously. I mean, BKB's been broken forever, but... Jesus, what a fight that was. Like, that was so close to being so bad for EVOS, but...
Yeah, dude, that shackle just saved the day.
Oh, that was a shackle.
He's got Lincoln Sphere. You can't actually click the shackle on him. You have to line it up so it actually gets the Stark.
Yeah. That was
very nice.
Beautiful shackle. He has a blink dagger, obviously. That was Force Staff too on the courier. So that's where you're like, okay, this is why you pick support Wind Raider. And then in other games it could feel so useless because you don't land shackles like that. But I shouldn't say that.
It's a weird hero.
It is a weird hero. It's super useful in the laning phase, and sometimes it can fall off. And speaking of Wind Ranger, looks like she is spotted. They see her with the ward vision. I'm not sure if she's who you want to kill with this smoke, though. I don't know if you care if your Wind Ranger dies.
Not ideal.
Are they just going to reinitiate on this? Beastmaster has the Nakes inside of him. Invoker is going to get blown up. He is so dead. That is not even funny. Actually, it was pretty funny, but... Clockwork can catch out the Elder Titan. He has Force Staff, so he needs to knock him back. Otherwise, he's going to force over the cliff, and he... Can you cog him? Oh, yeah, you just walk up and get him. Okay. All right.
Well, it looks like go time. No ET. I guess ET's going to be up by the time they actually get there, but Roshan's going to start to respawn. Ideally, you'd wait for the next Rosh to respawn, but they are 23k gold up ahead. Pushing into ET is hard, and that is potentially where GeekFam can turn this game, but I don't know. It just seems so unrealistic to be able to land like the perfect Earth Splitter or Earth Splitter Stomp combo into like a Lifesteal and you can just rage.
Yeah, it's asking a lot. It's like they obviously could still land some dank ass team fight stuff. Like in the last fight, it looked so close. Like they almost did it, but it's just so unlikely. Like the luck and skill required to do it is just too much. Like it. Whereas with the EVOS, they don't need to do much to win this game. They just need to not lose. That Slark is very close to being roared. Oh, that was close. He used the Force Staff. I like the pickup from the Beastmaster, actually, Force Staff. But he does not get off the roar.
All right, so Smoke Up from GeekFam trying to make something happen. But I don't know, like their go button isn't very convincing, right? It's like a pounce into some other disables like Clockwork. This guy's so tanky, he's got 30 armor. They don't really want to go on this hero. Or do they?
Does kill him. Clockwork. Dead. Slark beating on the SF, running away. That's a Roar. That is a Naix, and he is very strong. Earth Splitter, kind of off the mark. It hits an Naix, but it doesn't really carry. He's very tanky. That is a Flame Panda that's left. Only a Flame Panda, which means if that thing gets slowed, which it did, he dies, and that is a dead beast. Brewmaster, I should say.
This thing gets 3-shot by Lifestealer.
It does. It's so easy to kill. It's always so unfortunate when that Wind Panda dies, because it's like, oh god, I'm actually dead. Whoops.
Right, that's your safe Panda, right? With the Invis to run away.
Yeah. It's
well, they kill a Clockwork, but they pay for it big time. In Lifestealer now he's got the DD. Your favorite.
That is 267 damage. Look at that building die. Yeah, bonus damage. 323 now actually. I don't know what aura he got. That's the armlet. So he's 2 hitting barracks at this point. GG is called. There's no Slark buyback, so they can't fight this. It looks like they're going to say fuck it and fight anyway. Naix infests the SF. He actually gets it off this time. And that is the throne dying because the timer has ticked down. Well, I mean, that is, I mean, what do you think? Like, snowball from the laning phase? Is that, could we just chalk it up to that? Like, you snowball just from SF, like, crushing the Invoker so hard that he just could not have the impact that you'd want, and then the other lanes obviously lose.
From where I come from, they call this a good old-fashioned ass-whooping.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've experienced a lot of those in my life, so I know how it feels right now for GeekFam.
It's rough, honestly. Like, your lane phase just doesn't go well, right? The Shadow Fiend has tripled the CS of Invoker. Invoker's 6 to SF's 10.
Yeah.
And then Beastmaster